Hi, Mike Brookfield here. Just thought I'd throw a lesson out there. Stay in touch with you people out in YouTube land. I thought I'd do something slightly different. You know, I do a lot of blues and a lot of rock. I'm essentially a blues rock guitar player, but I do practice jazz. I do play jazz. I don't really do jazz gigs really much. I used to do a few jazz gigs, but don't really do them kind of things anymore. Kind of concentrating on the blues rock side of things, but I still enjoy practicing and playing jazz. It's really good for the technique. It's really great for the phrasing. There's so much to get into with all the great guitar players. Harmonically, there's just it's a really deep well of options and sounds and different things that you can play with. So if you've not explored the world of jazz, it's a really good fun way of upping your technique and developing your phrasing, and just maybe discovering kind of music and artists that you wouldn't normally listen to if you're a rock and kind of blues player or just a contemporary player. So what I've done here is I thought I'd do a kind of a Wes Montgomery lesson, and I just picked a pretty random tune really. There's no huge amount of huge concept behind it or anything, but I thought I'd just pick a tune and run through a solo. And I'm pretty time poor, as I was doing in one of my last lessons there, so I just grabbed this book off the shelf that I've had for a few years and not used. It's pretty clean spine on that thing. So the first tune in the book is Scrambled Eggs, and it's a tune by Sam Jones where Wes was a sideman. So this is a really good book, it comes with the CD, and it has the head and it has the solo, so it's kind of nice. And there's a few other tunes. I've explored a few of the others actually. The last couple of days I had a look at a few things, so it's worth 20 quid. $22.95 as it says on the back. Okay, so Wes Montgomery, he's one of the big heavy duty players, isn't he, of the jazz world. His phrasing is awesome, famous for using the thumb, playing octaves. Let's just go through it and have a bit of fun learning a bit of Wes. It's technically very difficult because of the speed, but I think the rewards are pretty great for checking it out. So come along with me for the ride if you like, with some Scrambled Eggs. I'm going to go through the head first. So here we go. The fingerings are really important with these things, and you can see as I've gone through this, I've written in here, like, there's an 8-bar drum intro. If you want this chart, by the way, I can if you email me and you're nice and everything, I can scan it in and send it to you or whatever. But I highly recommend buying the book, because it's not exactly going to be that expensive, is it? But I write the rhythms in on the tab, so I'm always kind of looking at both. I always look at the rhythms, and then I've got the rhythms written in on the tab, and I've got my fingerings written in above. every note I put a finger in it. So that means when I'm practicing it, I'm doing it the same all the time. I'm not making little changes. I'm getting a bit of finger memory kicking in there. Sometimes I write accents in on the notes as well, because a lot of the time in tabs they don't bother writing those things in, but where a phrase is attacked slightly a little bit more can make a big difference on the way that you're playing it. So with this one anyway, it kicks off with I'm just going to play the first phrase. So that's the first page, that's the main head, that's the A section played twice. Now the middle A goes 3, 4. Again, the fingering's pretty important there. And then it's the last A section, so it's an AABA standard kind of form. So when you play that phrase at the end, you kind of feel like you want to play, but it's not. It's, or you can do. It kind of feels like that. But anyway, what's written on the tab is that there. So that's the kind of the head. If you want to work through that, let's go through the guitar solo. The guitar solo is killer, but great fun to kind of learn. A really great etude or study, call it what you like. It's great for the speed and the technique. You know, I'm playing these very jazz style phrasings. Okay, so he starts off, the solo is actually quite quiet. The solo kicks in at 2 minutes and 2 seconds. I've written in here is 1, 2. That's the first page. That's pretty killer. I know it doesn't kind of look like much probably when you slow it down like that, but when you try and play it at tempo. So listen, I'm not going to probably break it down any more than that. Just go through that note for note, try and really check out the fingerings. Like I said, I can send you this chart with the fingerings if you want. And then we've got the second page, 1, 2, 3. I didn't play that right at all. 1, 2, 3. So let me just play play that. So this is halfway down the page, sliding into the 6. So, you know, it's a really interesting solo, phrasing wise, and that's really what I'm looking to get out of something like that, is trying to work it up to speed with Wes and see if I can just get the fingerings, pick some fingerings that are going to make it work, and if I play it enough, those phrasings will sink into my consciousness. So like when I go to solo, I won't be playing from my standard phrasing anymore. I'm kind of hoping this stuff kind of rubs off. You can never do too many transcriptions in my book, so have fun working through Scrambled Eggs there. I just thought I'd throw that out as a bit of a free lesson Friday, as they say. So hope you're having fun out there with your guitars, and keep it burning.